Good afternoon, folks. Welcome to Tarot by Izzy. Thank you for joining me today. Please read the disclaimer. This reading is for entertainment purposes only. I hope you like my reading today. I'm going to be reading on a follow-up for Johnny Depp and Amber Heard on the ongoing defamation case. So I hope you enjoy it. As I say, please remember this is for entertainment purposes only. Now, I've just been checking online. The Daily Mail has a good background, but I'll just go up to right from when they met. There's like background detail, but we'll see. What's it? March the 19th, 2019. As I say, there is a history to this. Despite not being named in the article, Depp files for a $50 million defamation suit in the Fairfax Circuit Court. Virginia saying it's implied he was an abuser, got him fired from Pirates Caribbean franchise. Depp dismisses Heard's abuse allegations as a hoax and claims he was actually the victim of her abuse. Or her violence. August the 10th, 2020, Heard countersues for $100 million, claiming vengeful Depp and his lawyer Adam Waldman target her with a vicious smear campaign, using media allies and internet trolls to amplify false stories about her and derail her acting career. It's he said, she said. You know the way I was brought up, is you didn't air your dirty linen in public, but by my goodness, it's happening here. November 2020, Depp faces an uphill battle to save his reputation after he loses a libel battle with a British tabloid that labelled him a wife beater. A judge in London rules the Sun's 2018 article was substantially true, in quotes, and that the father of two had attacked her a dozen times, causing her to fear for her life on 3 occasions after lengthy delays due to the COVID pandemic. April the 11th, 2022, after lengthy delays due to the COVID pandemic, the former Flames finally lock horns in the Fairfax County courthouse in Virginia, where the Washington Post servers that published the disputed op-ed are based. The trial is expected to last between 6 and 7 weeks. And other celebrities tipped to give evidence include James Franco, Paul Bettany and Ellen Barkin. Okay, so that's a wee bit more of the background. As I say, please, whether you're on the Amber Heard side or the Johnny Depp side, this is only for entertainment purposes. So, just your wee hexagram reading here, and all I want to do is the next 6 weeks, if you're going to get any gossip, if you're going to get any juicy gossip, that's two stuck there together. Let's see, the next 6 weeks, are we going to get any juicy gossip? Okay, so that's two stuck there, so I'm going to have to take that, right? Don't want to be accused of manipulating anything. So underline, I don't know if you can see all that. I think the more practice I get doing this, the better I'll get at it, okay? So underline is the Ace of Potions in that reverse. So we have the Ace of Potions, which is, and I have lost it, because this doesn't give you the actual the same copy as you get of the normal Rider-Waite tarot. So my apologies for that, for the doing that. In the upright, your feelings inspired, creative, intuitive, and you know, someone you might be actually moving into your life, but we have this in reverse. And what we're asking for is wee hints and tips of what's going to come, we're going to see in the next 6 weeks. And it's saying there's going to be an emotional imbalance, a feeling of repression of ideas, things have been bottled up, and you know, and it's letting emotions run away with you, and it's time to take and regain control of that. So that's the underlying what's happening just now, and that's fairly accurate. Emotional imbalance, and apparently, allegedly, there's been substance abuses, and that can be a reflection on that as well. And here we have, ironically enough, if you can see that, okay, the Justice card. Okay, so we have this card in place, and that's exactly where we are. We are in the court of justice. It's all getting played out in front of us, and boy, we are certainly hearing some stories, certainly some allegations are getting printed in the news articles. And I say a lot for them. I don't think I could do it. I think I'd be absolutely mortified. You know, if some of my things came out. So we have it in the upright here. So, in the book it says, the residents of the Halloween town come together during town meetings to discuss important events and decisions invoking the spirit of justice. So this is according to the Halloween tarot book, the description. And that's what it is, it's people coming together collectively to have a discussion and look at the legal documents, and that's where we're at. And in the upright, it was Johnny who is the plaintiff, as if I'm describing that correctly. He's the one who initiated this action, and in his point of view, he's searching for the truth, which isn't always easy. Seek out the views and opinions of others to give a clearer perspective of what's really going on. And it's saying here, if he's in the process of making a big decision, to make sure he knows about all the outcomes and possible repercussions. And this is where we're talking about airing your linen in public. And these two had came out together. So if you just bear with me so I can have a look at this. And we have the King of Potions, and we've got the Ten of Needles here. And that is basically the swords, and that is, if you can see that again, the Ten of Swords. What we're looking at is, in the normal Rider Waite, that's when you're really having a really difficult time. You feel almost like you're at rock bottom, and it's probably as near rock bottom as you can get, you know, with the Ten of Swords. But we just want to seek further clarification that I'm not misreading you on that. And we have the needles, and it is, as I said, yeah, I was right, it is, it's the nightmares, worries, fears. It shows that you're feeling dread and you have to muster your courage, and this again, it's information that's coming out. So I was correct in that summary regarding that as well. It's not going to be easy for either of them, I have to say. I certainly, as I say, would not like that Aladdin book coming out there. And again, we had the King of Potions, and again, I think that was in the reverse. And either way, it's emotional, turbulent, intense. There's been moods, and it's now saying you really need to start being logical and compassionate and kind, and don't let whatever is coming out now, your emotions rule your head. And then we move on to the Tower. And the Tower, it's like in any tarot deck card. Usually when it's in the upright, it means things are collapsing around you, things are not too good. But when it does fall down, it can rebuild. So it's not necessarily totally negative. And again, this could be for both of them. This could affect both their careers. They feel things that are coming down around them. So It is not easy for either of them. But in the reverse, as I say, in the upright, as things are crashing, it's a crash and burn. When you go to the reverse, it can either mean it is really going to crash and burn and you can't recover, or it can mean you're going through a cataclysmic transformation. And certainly this court case is going to be for both of them. And there needs to be soul searching and honesty on both parts, and then they can see their way out of the situation that they're facing. And you have to not be resistant to the change, and don't fear the unknown, because at the end of the day things will work out. There will be a smoother transition into brighter days. So, and then we have, it's the Seven of Candles, and the Seven of Candles is a wand that we have here, and that ordinarily, on the upright, it means you can be, being competitive, as someone trying to get between you and your goals, but in the reverse, it's like your self-confidence is taking a hit, with the candles being in the reverse. It's taking a hit, you're feeling overwhelmed and exasperated. So again, it's saying don't lose sight of the bigger picture. So this is all the kind of stuff that we're going to actually be seeing. I think it's quite sad. And then we move on to the Eight of Pentacles. And again, this is in reverse. In the upright, it shows things are changing quickly. It's like wands, the Eight of Wands, communication, things are changing quickly. But in the reverse, it's saying it's time to embrace the change. Transformation is a good thing, it's inevitable. And fighting progress isn't fighting the situation, it's not going to move anything forward. You have to accept what's happened. Accept what's happened and move on. Doing that, you then can allow your creativity, because right now both of these are bound up and stagnating, and somebody just has to get up and walk away and never look back. And then we have another picture of what we can see of the needles. I think this is a 10 of needles, equivalent to the 10 of swords. And that's not usually very good either, I have to say. It is... It's saying something is coming to a painful ending, whether this refers to friendships or relationships or a project. And it's saying you might be feeling heavy emotions, and I think everybody involved in this case is feeling heavy emotions. We can see that in the cards that have already come out here. And it's saying give yourself time to grieve, but trust that fresh beginnings are ahead. So I'm sorry it doesn't sound too good. I think for the viewers watching the situation, we'll be glued to the situation, I have to say, but I'm vexed with the people who are actually going through it, because it's not going to be easy. It just goes to show you money can't buy you happiness. It can buy you choices. You can wait to have that marriage or a wedding ceremony on an island in the Bahamas, and fantastic. I wish everybody all the best, I've got the money to do that, but this demonstrates what can happen when things turn toxic. And my advice would be one of them, just to walk away. Don't even look over your shoulder. Walk away. It's not worth it. But I also think things are going to come out that either side is going to no light coming out again. This is the soul's journey, and this is the lesson card. And how appropriate again, it's judgment. I don't know if you can see that, folks. It's judgment. And it says, I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. And we have that here. You couldn't have summed that up any better than what we've done. So, can I say thank you, folk, for joining us. It's not been a very happy, positive reading, because they're not having a very happy, positive outcome. All we can do is collectively pray and invoke the universe to heap blessings on everyone involved, protect everyone involved, and let them find some kind of resolution to the current circumstances they're in. Okay, can I say thank you very much for joining us today, or joining me today. Please like and subscribe, and if you have any comments, anything you'd like me to have a wee look at, it would be great to get your feedback as well, because that helps me grow and learn. And have a lovely day, folks. Take care. Bye.